Hi guys, welcome back. So we're gonna do the full moon in Virgo. Y'all know I'm a Virgo, so I love this. But I thought I'd do it outside in nature so that you guys can kind of get an idea of the true spirit of what Virgo is about and what it is meant to do for you guys right now with this new moon. So first off, I want to let you guys know that we still have significant planets in Aquarius. And then I also want to let you guys know that a lot of planets have already started to shift into Pisces for this year. So Venus is in Pisces, the Sun is in Pisces, Mercury is approaching Pisces. It's a little slower at this moment because remember, it just came out of its retrograde, so it had to kind of start from the beginning. And I also kind of want to let you guys know that so this full moon, guys, is all about you all being able to center yourself after all of the festivities and things that we just had. So we just had that new moon in Aquarius, and Mercury was in Aquarius retrograde. Sorry. And then also we had Valentine's Day, which was a very emotion-based energy around that time as well. So it requires us, the full moon, requires us to call our energy back to ourselves and make a discerning, capable decision if this is meant to be where we want our lives to be at this moment. The earth is changing, shifting. Life is changing and shifting. Our earth's core has been rapidly increasing over the years. It is no longer at an F. It is no longer at an F sharp. It is at a G. So our heart chakras, which are significantly connected to the core, it radiates on a harmonious level, much like music. It vibrates to the same tone, is now being called to raise its vibration at a higher level based on what the reaction of the core is doing. And so this is all in connection because it shows where we're going and how we're meant to move forward. So we need this full moon so that we can be calculating, I'm not sure if some of you guys have been seeing my post on my Instagram, but I lost a very dear friend of mine yesterday. That's why this video is actually late. And I just kind of didn't really feel like, putting on the whole makeup and everything because it really hurt me to my core. He was a very, very nice person, the nicest, and kindness is underrated in this era, seriously. And so it bothered me, but the moon, being as bright and as illuminating as it was last night, showed me that not only are we able to, release and let go, truly let go, but also we can also gain and move forward. As I was shining light on it, it was in a magnificent T-square, a T-square that was operating with Taurus and Scorpio and Cancer and Capricorn. And I know that you guys may not understand this at this moment. This is like a psychic premonition or whatnot, but that is us being able to find balance in our relationships, the relationship sector of our lives, the value of who we are in relationships, and the value of the relationship as it means to us and what it means for us and how it changes us and moves us forward. So this full moon is crucial to everyone's existence and moving forward. We need to be all coming into alignment together, and some of us will not be able to make the jump for whatever reason that they cannot. And I understand that, and that gives me hope and solace. I'm sorry, guys. I'm sorry about that. It just kind of gives me hope and solace to kind of move forward, There are going to be souls that are going to be aware that they're not able to make the journey for whatever reason. And they are already dropping off in waves of mass numbers. You guys may call it COVID. Other people definitely call it the rapture. But what's happening is the earth is evolving and it's changing. And we need to be able to make sure that we can move forward with that because we are visitors here. We are visitors here. That's just the gist of it. This is our home, but we are visitors here. This is the earth. It belongs to the earth. It is the earth. It's in line with the earth, and we can't take that from it. So as it shifts and it grows and it changes and it does its evolution through life, we have to abide by it and go by it. And sorry guys, I told you I'm having like the worst, like seriously, but I felt like the message still needed to be out there, and that's what I'm all about. I'm all about getting the message out there. Okay? So, I'm not gonna lie. I wanted to do this out here in nature because it made me feel better. It inspired me to keep going and move forward because it was so beautiful. I couldn't just sit here and do this video at outside my window. I would have needed a day or two to reflect on the energies that are coursing through my body. I am a very powerful oracle and a very hypersensitive empath. So I feel everything constantly all the time. And sometimes that means that I need to take breaks for myself to rebuild my energy up as well. I don't want to make this whole thing about me or whatnot. Getting back to the full moon, like I was stating, this is a time that we need to kind of call our energy back to ourselves, so that we can make sure that we are where we need to be in alignment when it's time to move forward. No one wants to be left behind. You're not going to want to kind of miss this. And the reason why is because you can't escape it. You're either going to get it or you're not. That's just the way it is. There's no debating about it. So I hope this helps you guys, and I hope this encourages you. I am going to go back to the house and do a spread for you all. I love to do a tarot spread, but I kind of just wanted to take a break given everything that I had going on and get a different perspective of scenery, so I can kind of get you guys to understand that that's what this full moon is about. It's about getting up and moving forward, calculating, because like I said, I didn't really want to do it today after what happened after losing my friend yesterday. But it's not really about me. It's about you all. It's about the message, and it's about the education of the message and as it is to receive to you all. And so, I guess taking that forward, that's kind of just what I wanted you guys to know. I want you guys to be encouraged and inspired. We should all be really, really phenomenally excited at this moment, because this is the moment that we all been waiting for. It says in the Bible, and trust me, I am not a Bible junkie, but it says in the Bible, you have to know, you have to study to know. I'm telling you. It says in the Bible that the first should be last and the last shall be first. And that time is changing right now. It's moving into alignment. I don't know if you know, but we are coming out of the cycle of Pisces, and we're moving into the cycle of Aquarius. It's a little backwards. You gotta do some research, but that's exactly what's happening. And so Aquarius is a more intuitive, more alive, more inspiring sign in this magnitude that I'm speaking of. And so it really references as if us being in the Pisces stage, as it's been dormant, but it really makes perfect sense, because Pisces is what you make it. Pisces is what you make it. Neptune is what you make it. It's what you put in, because it's your faith. It's a faith-based sign, just like Aquarius is a community-based sign. Just like Virgo is a discerning-based sign. We all have our positions, our placements, and things that we need to do. So first off, let's talk about the full moon in Virgo as a sense of what it is. So the full moon in Virgo is a conjunction, and it's a conjunction, which is an opposition, where the sun and the moon are at exact degree but opposites of each other. They're in each other's like opposite opponent sign or whatnot. So Pisces is Neptune. It's dreamy. It's the illusion. It's all about it's all about the story. It's all about the journey. It's all about the illusion. It's all about the imagination. It's all about the creativeness. It's all about creating something out of nothing, out of faith. Neptune is faith. So Virgo, which is where the moon is practicality. It doesn't have much to do with faith. Look at this, guys, real quick. Do you see that? That is like so beautiful. Like, just the most beautiful thing that I have seen, and I love it so much. No, but Virgo is the practicality of it all. So Virgo is the discerning. So now we have this super illusion, this faith-based sign that's mixed with this, you got to show me. I'm going to have to see it first. I want to see it before I can believe it, kind of thing. And so this is meant for us. And so this is meant for us to, in a sorts, call our energy back towards each other. So after the new moon in Aquarius, We were all super excited. We had so many relationships that we had built, so many new ones, but also so many old ones that had been inspiring, that just kind of had done a shift. Whatever we were doing, we've seen the shift that has changed into something better, something more creative. So with that being said, now it's time to use that discernment. Now it's time to use the Virgo. And it's so befitting because a lot of this could be an illusion. You know, a lot of the friends and the relationships that we just built may not be based on authenticness. And that was what the new moon in Aquarius was trying to teach us. So now we have to use the discernment of Virgo. We have to use the calculation of Virgo so that we can make an adequate decision based on us being able to move forward. Yeah, so now that we have this full moon in Virgo, we need to be preparing ourselves for the new moon in Pisces. So the new moon in Pisces is coming up right after this full moon in Virgo. And that's a new energy coming through, a new start, a new journey, a new aspiration. And so what this truly got, it is so windy out here, but it's so beautiful. Like, y'all don't even see what I see right now. Oh my God, it's so beautiful out here. So that is new journey, new aspiration, new decisions being made. But it's also not as authentic as it needs to be. And the reason why is because it is an illusion-based sign. It's illusion-based oriented. And a lot of that is faith. A lot of that is just going on, hey, I just know, I just got it. And so I'm not saying, hey, you know, Neptune is fake or Neptune is not authentic. It is. What I'm saying is it has a tendency to weed out what is authentic and what is not, because it will get you trapped up in an illusion. So I also want to let you guys know that it's going to be in a conjunction to Neptune. So the sun is in a heavily conjunction with Neptune, and the moon is in opposition with Neptune. Because the sun is connected, it's going to be conjunct within 10 degrees of the sun. So with that being said, guys, this is all about us being able to free ourselves. So after we do the groundwork of finding the authentication, it's also about us being able to get up and move forward. Okay, because sometimes it's very hard to kind of transition between picking up the pieces and actually being able to move forward with your journey, with the journey you're meant to have or whatnot. So actually being able to move forward with the journey or the journey you're being meant to have or whatnot. So, yes. Guys, I want you to take a look at this so much. Look at that. It is so beautiful. So beautiful. Love it. So yes, so with this full moon, guys, it's asking us to not only call our energy back to each other, but it's also asking us, did we make the right decisions? Are we sure in whichever way we wanted to go? Are we sure that this is exactly what we want to do? Are we sure that this is where we should be at? Because yes, call yourself back to yourself so you can reevaluate yourself and make great decisions on what's best and evaluate the time and the processes that you just had. But another thing is, what about you? What about the process within yourself? Not just the process and the effect that you have on others and the effect that it has on you, but what is your soul journey's process? So it requires us to call our energy back to us so that we are sure that we're walking in our true self, our true authentic self. And I want you guys to also keep in mind that we have, like I said it before, this new moon in Pisces coming. And that is going to be an illusion-based energy that is going to come through and kind of sweep us through. And we have to be prepared for that. Pisces is getting ready to be the star of the show. We're in Aquarius now, but all of the other planets besides Pluto will be shortly moving into Pisces within the next few years or whatnot. And so it is coming up. That its time is about to start coming to shine. So we need to kind of be mindful of that as we move forward. Everything is a connection. Everything is a cycle. Yeah. I hope this helped you guys. Thanks again for all of the support on Instagram, for everyone that reached out to me about my friend. I appreciate that so much. But yeah, I'm okay. I really am okay. I just I knew that this was a meant to be. This is a part of life. This is the cycle. And yes, it hurts so bad. You don't even know. But he's free. He's free. And that's kind of what this new moon stands for, guys. So I want to thank you guys. This video is not really traditional. It's kind of like a vent or whatnot. I know I said I would do the manifestations, and I will, but just kind of be mindful and bear with me because I just didn't have the energy to bring it to you all like that today. So I am going to do a spread. It's going to be real quick, but I'll talk to you later. Thanks. All right, guys, I'm back. So as promised, I'm going to do a spread for you all. I chose to read from the Crystal Spirit Oracle guidebook. Just because I've been working really heavily with crystals during this course that I'm taking for self-help and awareness, and I'm really diving deep into crystal therapy and crystal therapy healing so that I can kind of bring that information and awareness to you all, and I felt called to read from that today. Also, another thing is, I know I said that I would retire my Valentine's Day book, Love Your Inner Goddess. I might not. It's so beneficial through the course of this year, so I was called to read from it. It has such tremendous healing properties within this tarot deck. Healing, self-healing, and self-love healing. I was just called to read from that as well. And then the last one that kind of caught my eye that was speaking to me was the Prophet. And I haven't really read from this one on camera yet. So this will be the first time I actually read from this one on camera. But these are really good, enlightening energies as far as how we can move forward and what actually to be expected. So I was called to do that as well. All right, so let's jump right into it, guys. And I wanted to first see what kind of crystal therapy we could use right now. Yeah, see what kind of energies these have for us and what kind of crystals we should expect to move forward. I know citrine is really good. It's a really good balance and energy for what we have going on right now. Oh, okay, so fluorite. Okay, it's so crazy because I actually don't have my rainbow fluorite on today. I have sodalite. So that's a coincidence. But yeah, fluorite is actually really, really good for right now. It's a really good crystal for manifestation. It's a really good crystal for embodying getting things done, practicality in business. So this is a really good crystal for manifestation. So this is actually pretty aligned with the full moon. I'll take that. And the other one popped out is diamonds. And y'all know I love diamonds. But to me, diamonds aren't a particular healing crystal, and I have not done enough research on it. So we're going to read from that today. It's warm in the sun. Now, all right, diamond. The essential meaning, the priceless gift of time and measure, combined beauty and strength, arising from trials and challenges, the right use of power. So, as co-creators with our fellow beings, we are meant to work together harmoniously, giving and receiving, taking turns and sharing the work, the credit, the fun, the power of manifestation. I'm not making this up, I swear to God. Today you are called to claim your power and exercise it with respect for love for all. Even those who are hard to love, especially those who are challenging you. You never know what silent struggles people are hiding. And your ability to express love is magnified by Diamond Spirit today. So listen to that part of you that wants to be kind and understanding towards someone who is making it difficult for you to come from a higher self. Diamond Spirit has appeared to let you know that this is a moment to wield your power mindfully. Okay. You have earned wisdom over time. You have suffered much in your life, And now you are in a place of maturity and understanding. Avoid being reactive, for there is strength in quiet, loving gestures, such as the willingness to listen or not to say, "I am so sorry that you are in this situation." Often it is these gentle actions that hold the most power. Your ability to move hearts is very strong right now. So even as you maintain healthy boundaries, make the choice to own your power and to use it with wisdom and grace. In doing so, you align with the conscious universe, who knows the healing power of love and compassion. Wow, that was powerful. That was truly powerful. Yeah. It gives you also like crystal relationship messages, prosperity messages. I'm not going to read them all. I will read the crystal spirit meditation, just because we can all benefit from crystal spirit meditation in whatever form. Diamonds can be a form of the Earth's mantle in a lab or due to a collision of an asteroid with Earth. However, they come into being. They teach us that extreme pressure and hardship can be transformed, even the most ordinary, into something incredibly strong and beautiful. Diamond spirits ask us to contemplate how something that felt unbearable may have actually assisted us become more fully who we are. Can you see how strong you are now? So that was a direct quote from the Crystal Spirit message. And what that truly means is we have the capacity in our darkest hours and our darkest moments to continue to move forward. And that's what this full moon is essentially all about. It's about us being able to release and let go, but also transition into starting again. And that's what this full moon is all about, like I said. So that was the crystal spirit. And then as we move forward to the prophet, like I said, this isn't the traditional way that I'm doing this full moon video. This is more like a kind of story time. Maybe I'll put that as a title or whatnot. And we'll just flip these. So just because that's what spirit is telling me. Okay, so the first one is rest in reason and move in passion. I feel like truly that this is self-explanatory. I'm going to read it again. It goes perfectly with the full moon. Rest in the reason and move in the passion. Rest in the reason and move in the passion. There's a time and a place for everything. So now is that time that we are calling our energy back to ourselves for good reason, to calculate, to be discerning, to find out if this is what is right for us, and also to move forward when the time is right, because that's part of it too, knowing when to move forward. And that's why this is all about not only letting go, but also being able to pick up and rebuild, because there's a time and a place because there's a time and a place for all of that. Okay? And so the next one that we have is the light that lingers becomes a shadow to another light. The light that lingers becomes a shadow to another light. And so what this means is there's a certain level of discernment. There's a certain level of calculation that is required as we move forward. We are calling our energy back to each other. I feel like I'm saying that so much. I feel like I'm just running that one out. But the fact remains the same. I can't stress it enough. We are calling our energy back to ourselves so that we can be calculating and discerning as we move forward. So, yeah. And then the last one is the love your inner goddess. I mean, I can't even make this up. Sorry about that. I probably won't even edit this much either. All right, so what popped out was priority of purpose, Everyone has a purpose. Everything has a purpose. Purpose is priority. And it says, love is everything. That's what inside our little shirt says. Love is everything. So priority of purpose is all about us focusing, us realigning ourselves. I'm laughing because I don't want to say the same thing. I don't want to keep kind of going over it again. But yeah, so you got priority of purpose. And that is us aligning ourselves, calling ourselves, and finding out what is a priority for us. You know, making our priorities the most important thing. And we can't do that if our energy is all scattered, which is exactly what it is. Beautiful bandit, okay? And this is us still, see, because the bandit, right? She's the one that is definitely dealing with the Aquarius energy still. And the bandit is more, you know, there's a rebel. There's a way that I want to do it. There's a call. There's an action. There's a notice. And so this is peace in that solace. This is peace in that. And that is a part of us rebuilding, restructuring. You know, the Aquarius energies called us to make these phenomenal new relationships, to make these phenomenal evolutionary, intuitive relationships. And so now, as we're discerning and calculating and finding out, is this, you know, what we're meant to do and where we're meant to be at, you know. So yeah, I love it. Earth Goddess. And this says, who are you? Earth Goddess. We all have a little Earth Goddess in us, no matter if you're a man or if you're a woman. And the reason I say that is because, have you ever heard of the green thumb? Who has a green thumb? That's what this truly means. It's perfect. It's just Virgo showing her way, letting us know that she's here and that we can't forget about the earth, because this is all about the earth and the alignment of the earth. But more importantly, it calls us to focus on the earth. And like I stated before, the earth is changing and is shifting, you know, and we're vibrating to a different level. You know, we are all being called to elevate ourselves. And this is what this is stating. And then the last one is bright destiny. And it says, it became a butterfly just when the caterpillar thought the world was over. It became a butterfly. Beautiful destiny. That's what it said up here. Just when the caterpillar thought the world was over, it became a beautiful butterfly. And so, this is so powerful. Right here. If anybody knows, I'm pretty sure everybody knows the story of the caterpillar. The caterpillar is, in my interpretation, Pluto. It is a form of going deep, mustering up yourself, dying down there at will, sacrificing all that you used to be so that you can become something that is totally new and different. And that is the story of the caterpillar as well as Pluto. And that is what this is about. Beautiful destiny. So this is about our destiny unfolding. And right now with this full moon, we have beautiful destiny. And we are making actions, and we are striving, and we are making notions right now to move forward in that. And that's why all this discernment, and that's why all of this calculating, and that's why all of this new inventiveness, and that's why all of this Aquarius energy of communicating and community basedness, because our destiny is bright. I didn't want to say this earlier because something told me to pause on it, but I'm being called to say it now, so I'm going to just say it. We are moving into factions. That is the destiny of where we are coming. Everyone is going to be with a faction. And so take that into consideration and be mindful of that. Kind of try to understand what that means for you. When I say, hey, we are all as a group of humanity moving towards a faction-based world where everyone is in their own, is bodied up and put together with factions, right? Sorry, my words and stuff, but what does that mean to you? What does that mean for you? Is that resonating with you? But that's what the beautiful destiny is. As we move forward to where we're meant to go, the first shall be last and the last shall be first. And we will be divided into factions, groups of what resonates and aligns with us. And I'm not talking about Christianity, Buddhism, monks. I'm not talking about any of that. Or maybe I am talking about all of that. But what you should understand from that is it is going to be significant factions that you can see. And when I say factions, I mean that's all that exists. There is no end. There is nothing outside of that. And we have a lot of gray area right now. We do. We have a lot of, I just, whatever it is, it's changing. I'm sorry, but that's just the way it is. It's going into faction base because things are becoming more real. See, we're moving into Capricorn. And Capricorn is all about the earth. It is the highest form of earth. Okay. And so as we move into that, I think honestly, Spirit is wanting me to tell you all right now that is exactly what's happening. As the earth is moving and it's speeding up and its core is rapidly moving. It's getting ready for Pisces. It's getting ready for Capricorn because Capricorn is the last earth sign. And Capricorn energy is the last evolution for waking up for the earth. Okay, so I'm not gonna go too much into it right at this moment, but yes, I hope this helps you guys. And I hope you guys liked it. I hope you liked the message. I hope you like what I was trying to teach you moving forward. Like I said earlier, I just want you guys to have nothing but prosperity, and I want you guys to be happy, and more importantly, I want you guys to be educated. I want you guys to know. And so, yeah. Until next time, I'll talk to you guys later.